Another day out here. And this is by far the best thing I've made so far. We're having some bow tie pasta, Alfredo, and some kind of Cajun spicy chicken. And of course, I'm soaking wet. And then I think I found some more stuff to do for tomorrow while that's cooking. Let me show you the way. Come on. So we've been getting some bears, and I dug a hole right here. And the one bear likes to just lay right here and eat out of it. But the camera is right there, so I'm not getting the full view. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is clearing some of this stuff out here. And then there's a big tree. I can't tell where it's at on here. There's a big tree right back there. I'm going to move the camera back there. And that's going to give me a lot wider view of this entire area right here for, wildlife purposes. And then it'll just open up this spot a little bit. And then I've already cleared a little bit of this out so I get a better view. So we had a bear come in last night, and then I just got to get the footage off of the camera, and then I'll be posting that. That was really, really cool. We're gonna go down to the river after we get done eating, take a bath, and then I think we're gonna probably just call it a night, and we're gonna work on getting video and stuff together and just relaxing and see what kind of animals come in. So I think that's it. Two packs.
Got some chicken.
We gotta show what this is.
Garlic, pepper.
So this is the secret ingredient to just about everything.
Anything and everything.
And so everything is just completely orangish, pink, red. I don't know if any of this is picking up, but it is pretty awesome. I mean, just look at this view. Nothing but woods everywhere. And I'm supposed to be looking for something. So we're hoping the bear comes out tonight again. And so we'll see. So a lot of long-range shooters, we do really well. Obviously 100 yards, 500 yards, 800 yards, maybe even out to 1,000 and a mile. What about 10 yards? Can you put your bullet through the center of a dime at 10 yards? Let's find out. So I'm gonna start getting the dope on these bullets starting at 25, 50, and 75, and then we're gonna bring that way up to like 10 yards. So let's go. So this is going to be 25 yards. Well, I ran out of subsonics, which is what I was trying to get my range on. So we're going to go back to the little bit of a waste, but 140, I think these are 147s, 6.5 Creedmoor. And I'm showing at 25 yards, I should be coming up 0.9 mils. So let's see what happens. What happened was, I broke my target. Let me go fix that. Target is back up. Perfect shot. So 50 yards says 0.5 mil. And I blew that one off too. And I think I got a 2-inch target at 100 yards. Perfect. All right, so I ran out of 6.5 Creedmoor sub bullets. So we're going back to 300 blackout. And I've got a chronograph running, so we'll see what these do. See what those are running. 1137. I'm surprised that one didn't crack. So one of my favorite calibers, not necessarily for long range shooting, but it's 300 blackout. These are 130 grain hard cast lead, and I've ran everything from 110 all the way up to 230, both supers and subs. But anyway, here we go. Oh, that one went super. That one cracked a little bit. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
So we did decide to make a little bit of a change. So what we've got, we were gonna leave this open. What we decided was to leave this part open. And I don't know why. I think mainly because it gives you a little bit more room this way. So that's kind of why. So what I may end up doing, we'll see how it goes, is I may do another wall that just goes out to here and then bury another stick, but hopefully we can get it a lot deeper so you get privacy all the way around. But We still got to, we basically ran out of all of our trees and brush. So we're gonna bring this up a little bit higher, bring that up a little bit higher, and then there's our potty. And this works really nice. So yeah, we definitely want to bring this up at least about head high, a little bit more type of privacy in case anybody else decides to join in on this adventure with us. And then we get this awesome view out here. So not bad at all. We decided to forego the fire, and tonight we're doing
corn and mashed potatoes.
And we're going on the grill here.
Yep.
So we're gonna be leaving in the morning, and then it's supposed to be cooling down in the next couple weeks. So we might give it a few more weeks. I need to do a lot of casting, a lot of reloading, because I do enjoy shooting my 6.5 Creedmoor, but I do like the subsonics, so I need to cast a whole bunch of those, reload a whole bunch of those, and then for my 300 Blackout, I can pretty much shoot anything with that, but I've got everything dialed in for the 190 sub X's, and then I'm gonna start reloading with the sub X's, but that's really bullets I want to save, but I can cast anything on that one, so that's no problem there. And then I think we're gonna redo some things on the range. I went back there, cut some more trees way back up in there, but I'm having some issues with my targets falling off. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I found some, they're made from AR-500, but these clips, and they actually run over the top of the T-post, and then the weight of the thing kind of just holds it into place. Once I get them in, I'll show you guys. Only down thing, bad size, you got to use 2 T-posts and then a chain, and it holds your target. And the reason it's a downside is because putting anything into this ground is a pain in the butt. So I'm going to have to basically bury them into a ground full of rocks. So not a big deal though. And then I think I'm going to end up doing something up close, possibly, or I may do something else. Just kind of practice, you know, your 10 yards, 10, 15, and then 25. That way, when I'm out here, I can actually really focus on the full range, you know, all the way from basically 10 yards. Honestly, it's something I've never practiced, so I'm going to start working on that. And then all the way out to, right now, we're out to 100. When it cools down, though, I'll be able to get that stuff cleared out, get another, some more back there. I got a little bit more to clear for another 25, like real small stuff. And then of course it opens back up into the bigger stuff. So that's on the agenda. So something hilarious just happened. We're heading back home, and me and my partner were having a discussion about a specific topic that led me to not pay attention to my speed. And so apparently I drove 90 miles an hour through 60-mile-an-hour area. I do know these small towns, everything's kind of changing a lot. I don't like to give away too much, but in my state that I actually live in versus where my property is, 2 different states, the speed limit's 80 miles an hour. And if you're driving 80, you got to be in the right lane. People in the left lane are doing 90, 95, 100. I mean, that's just the way it is. So it's different to be here to go from 70 down to 60 to 30 and then back up to, 60, but there's no 80 mile an hour speed limits. It's just kind of how I'm used to driving faster. Because I'm traveling, I typically drive in the left lane, and I really try to keep it 5 miles an hour, no more than 5 miles an hour over type of thing. I wasn't paying attention at all, and I am looking behind me, I'm looking in my rear view, I'm like 360 awareness, all of a sudden I look behind me and there's these lights, and I'm like, I knew exactly what it was. I'm like, I know that I'm speeding. I pulled over, handed my driver's license, put my hands on the steering wheel, handed my driver's license. Because we're in a different state, I don't know everything 100%. I did look it up, I forgot it. But I handed my my CHL as well, my carry license. And he was real cool. He told me what was going on. I caught you doing this, this, and this. And I just made this face, and I'm like, I started laughing a little bit, and I'm like, yep. I'm like, okay. And he went back to his car, and just his posture and everything, I was really hoping I would get a warning. I kind of felt like he was going to give me a warning. And he came back and he said, well, I'm going to give you a warning today because my dog won't let me give you a ticket. Here's my significant other here. And so I told him what our conversation was about. He turned around and laughed. And I said, I was like, normally I'm paying attention, but we got a warning. And I would say he was a pretty cool officer. I haven't had a ticket in probably 15 years. So it was much appreciated.
Saved by a kind cop and a dog. He said, my K9 does not want me to write you a ticket today. That's what he said.
So very much appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think I just had to tell that story.
I love our adventures.
Anyway, back home.